One of the most common complaints that people have is neck pain. Everybody at some point in their life experiences neck pain. And the question is, why? Well, I'm asking the question why, but a lot of people don't. Most of the time we just assume that it's something that happens. So part of life is we just get neck pain and, we do something about it, take a tablet, go for a massage, go visit a chiropractor, physiotherapist or so. But why do we get neck pain? And this really applies to any pain in the body, what I'm going to show you now, but I'm specifically looking at neck pain in this example. So the assumption usually is that, well, there's something wrong with my neck. It must be my neck, and that's why we begin to move our neck around, stretch, maybe massage, do something with the neck, because we think that's where the problem is. But here's the thing. If you've got neck pain, it's probably got absolutely nothing to do with your neck, but something to do with something else. So what we're going to do here is just look at a few examples of things that might affect the neck, the freedom of the neck. So let's take something which we would never think of, and that's our hands. How can my hands possibly affect how my neck feels? So as you're sitting there or standing, whatever you're doing, just take your hands and this kind of clutching motion, clutch your legs and really squeeze hard with your hands on your legs. A good squeeze. Now, bring your attention to your neck. Just have a little look and see what you're feeling there. You can probably see it in myself, and you can probably hear the change in my voice just from that. So what I'm doing in my legs is having an effect right up to my neck. And if I was to keep doing this for a while, then I'm probably going to end up with a sore neck. Let go of that. Notice the change, that as you release that, how there's a change right up into the neck. Let's do the same with the feet. So think of your feet like you just did with your hands and kind of scrunch them up on the floor. If you're standing or sitting, it doesn't matter. Just give them a scrunch and scrunch them up as much as you can. Just your feet, nothing else. Just your feet and scrunch them. And again, do a little check-in at your neck and tell me what's happening there, right? So something going all the way up the body into the neck. Again, you can probably hear it in my voice. And we're going to let go of that. So as the feet release, there's a release that goes all the way up to my neck. Let's look at another one. So here we are sitting, and oftentimes what happens as we're sitting is we relax. We go into a nice relaxed position there because, we're relaxing. But we're looking out in front, maybe watching the television or whatever it is we're doing. And you can see that I've got this lovely curve going on in my body. But what I'm really interested in is what's happening at my neck. So my back is collapsed, my head is looking upwards because I want to see what I'm looking at. And if you're trying this at home, you're probably already noticing by now that there's something going on in the neck. Allow yourself to come out of that. Notice the change. So as you allow yourself to come out of that slump, immediately there's an effect in the neck. So what this is really about is us learning about our own bodies and understanding the effect that some parts of the body can be having on another. I've used the example of the neck here, but it applies to anything, right? So what you do in one part can adversely affect the other. So in the course of Alexander lessons, this is what we do. We're learning about ourselves, we're learning about the choices we make, and we're looking past the obvious. Yeah, I've got a sore neck. Okay, why do you have a sore neck? What is it that you're doing somewhere else that is resulting in that discomfort in the neck, that's interrupting the freedom of the neck? Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something from this video. I'll see you in the next one.